Nero's mother, Agrippina, was greedy for power and used Nero's half-brother, Britannicus, as a tool to threaten her son and emperor, Nero, with succession to the throne. On a festival day in Rome, Nero and Britannicus were enjoying the festival with their friends. Nero ordered Britannicus to sing in hopes of humiliating him. Britannicus began singing with great talent and a wonderful voice, arousing sympathy from the audience, with the lyrics about being disinherited and driven out. Nero, feeling threatened by this, decided to kill Britannicus. Nero offered hot wine to Britannicus, but he did not drink it because it was hot. Nero recommended drinking wine mixed with cold water, and only then did Britannicus drink the wine. Nero prepared for this situation by adding poison to cold water. When people tried to give an antidote to Britannicus, who collapsed after suffering severe convulsions, they blocked them from giving him first aid, saying it was due to epilepsy, and that his body and consciousness would soon recover, and Britannicus died. Nero hated his mother Agrippina, who intervened in all his affairs, and tried various methods to kill her. Agrippina attempted to poison herself 3 times, but Agrippina, who was knowledgeable about poisons, carefully controlled her food and always carried an antidote with her. When the poisoning failed, he hung a large stone on the bedroom ceiling to make it sink, but failed again because the secret was leaked. Nero invited his mother to a festival asking for reconciliation as an apology, but it was another murder plot. A device was set up in advance to sink the ship that Agrippina was preparing to return to, but it failed, thanks to Agrippina's swimming skills. In the end, Agrippina lost her life to an assassin, sent by Nero as a last resort. Are these people sent by Nero? If you're going to stab me, you'd better stab me here, because Nero came right out of here, he said, pointing to his stomach. Roman Emperor Nero's continuing murders. Even though Emperor Nero had already become emperor, he murdered his half-brother Britannicus, who was in competition for the right to succeed to the throne. He even murdered his mother, Agrippina, who intervened in everything he did and used his stepbrother as a tool of blackmail. For the sake of love, he even murdered his wife, Octavia, on the pretext of her inability to produce an heir, falsely accusing her of adultery. Even his beloved woman, Poppaea, whom he had made his new queen, could not overcome her anger when she expressed her frustration and dissatisfaction with Nero's neglect in treating her, and he murdered her. Later, not only the members of the Senate, who had plotted treason and their families, but even his teacher Seneca was ordered to commit suicide and murdered. Why did Emperor Nero kill his teacher Seneca? Nero, who could not forget Poppaea, wanted to take Spurus, a young boy who looked just like her, as his third wife. Since marriage was not permitted, Nero castrated Spurus, and decorated him with clothes and makeup to make him look like a woman. Then, they put a veil on him, received a dowry, and even held a grand wedding. He dressed Spurus in clothes worn by an empress, called him empress, and accompanied him wherever he went. The Senate, unable to tolerate Nero's excessive extravagance and a series of immoral crimes that lowered the emperor's dignity, decided to kill Nero and install a prominent nobleman, Piso, as the new emperor. However, this plan came to nothing due to an insider's complaint. In the process, one of the participants was the nephew of Nero's teacher Seneca, and Nero suspected that Seneca had instigated him. Unable to kill his teacher himself, Nero ordered Seneca to commit suicide, and Seneca ordered him to be placed in a steam bath, where he suffocated to death.